Located to the east of the largest settlement of a flourishing civilization, this colossus represented, following ancestral custom, the deity of the nationalist consciousness, Benito Juárez. From the start there was trouble with the groundwater. The construction was hardly finished when it began to sink into the lake bed, and the Taylors were faced with the inevitable end of their church. They raised the floor level to match that of the street outside, shortening the height of the doors and leaving it the stubbiest and most ill-proportioned church in the city. Today, on each pilaster, false pedestals sit in the air above the original ones, which were preserved for over a century beneath the infill. The pedestrian can walk at the level of the vice-regal past, along a crack in the time which transformed the surrounding streets into a network of steps and platforms below the current ground level of the city. This reborn archaeological site is faithful to the changes undergone by the city. The guards know it. Those who remain overnight and have to wrestle with the memory of this place. Defined as the design where liberty was routed at the hands of geometry. The thunder of the drums surrounds us, beating like an old but strong heart. We approach the supreme foundational site, the one where, according to legend, in 1325, an eagle perched in a nopal bent its head before a group of wandering hunters, telling them, "Yes, here is the place. Your march is over." It was probably lower and prone to flooding. In legend, we find that it coincides in almost every detail. The eagle and the serpent are no longer there, however. Perhaps it is time to leave our islet behind to begin a new march. The crystallized salt will crunch beneath our feet, and we will roam without direction, finding small omens along the way. The wind and sun will burn our skin, and maybe one day our wandering will lead us to another promised land, far, far away from the dry lake.